Today, we're looking at a brand new range of e-bikes from Momentum, part of the Giant Group. Stay tuned for more information. Hi folks, I'm Jason and welcome to ebike-centre. So, Momentum, who are they you ask? Well, they're part of the Giant Bike Group. So they've got Giant, you've got Liv, and now you've got Momentum. And Momentum specialise in lifestyle e-bikes. So they've got 2 models, 4 colours, 4 frame shapes, 1 style of motor, 1 style of battery, and they're all Shimano hub geared. They've got the Vida, the Transend, and behind me you've got the different frame shapes in also the Transend and Vida again. So the Transend is ideally aimed as your sort of commuter bike. It sits a bit lower in the stem, so it's a bit more manoeuvrable, whereas the Vida sits a bit higher, so it's more of a lifestyle bike. You've got that upright riding position so you can see the world around you as you shoot around on your lovely e-bike. The Vida has got your low step frame along with what we've referred to as your bendy-wendy crossbar. So it's like a crossbar, but with a bit of a bendy-wendy in it. Whereas on the other side of things, you've got your standard crossbar on the Transend, so it's completely straight, and then you've got basically your standard stagger frame on the other style of Transend. Colour-wise, they're all available in orange, yellow, white, and dark blue. Also, there are 3 different frame sizes. They've all come with a 500 watt-hour battery, which is claimed to get to around 105 miles of range. That's probably a little generous, and you'd need the wind behind you. It needs to be very, very flat and perfect weather conditions. But you get the gist that ultimately they've got a pretty decent range. I'd say usable range is going to be somewhere of mixed mileage, 50 to 60 miles quite comfortably. Motor-wise, they're both fitted with the Yamaha Sync Drive Life motor, and that produces 60 Newton meters of torque. So that is ultimately low-end mountain bike territory. So there is no limit of power on this for what they're used for, which is commute and city and lifestyle riding. So you don't really need to worry at all about that power element. They've got it in spades. Also, they're fitted with a Shimano Nexus hub gearing system. So that is where the gears are contained in a hub on the rear wheel. The beauty of a hub drive system is its simplicity. It's really, really easy to use. It is a case of just clicking and going. You can change gear stationary, you can change gear when you're moving, it doesn't matter. You won't get any of that horrible clunking that you get from a derailleur if you find yourself in the wrong gear when you're stationary. Another unique feature of these e-bikes is their weight carrying capability. They'll take 156 kilos of combined weight, which is more than your average e-bike. They're also fitted with 27.5-inch 2.35 tyres. These are bigger than your average city and commuter bike. The reason for these slightly bigger tyres is comfort. The bigger the tyre, the more sponge and air they've got in them, ultimately to make that ride a little bit smoother. So there are plenty of options out there to accessorise these bikes to make them either more of a commuter bike, more of a lifestyle bike, whichever is best for you. So there's mud guards, there's pannier racks, there's front racks, there's lights, there's plenty more other options to choose from as well. So, in conclusion, who are these bikes for? Well, they're for you, they're for me, they're for everyone ultimately. They're great bikes for getting you from A to B, whether that be for leisure or for commuting. They're just set up perfectly for it. If you think this bike's for you, how do you get one, you're asking? Well, there's several different ways. To start with, we'd love it if you'd get in touch with us. You can do that via our website, you can do it online, you can email, phone, the usual. Or you can go directly to Momentum's website and you can order them from there as well. So how much are these bikes? Well, regardless of shape, size or colour, or model for that matter, they're all the same price. They're $2,699. Well, affordability ultimately is always going to be relative, but as far as e-bikes and particularly mid-drive e-bikes go, they're pretty good value. And there are multiple ways to buy them as well. Obviously you can buy them outright, you can also buy them on finance, you can buy them on a cycle to work voucher. That means that you can split this cost over a monthly period, and quite frankly at that point you could start to say, well, is this cheaper on a monthly basis than driving my car, for instance? The fuel you're spending to get to and from work, if it's maybe a few miles, could actually be more than the cost of one of these per month. Could you ditch the car perhaps, or could you ditch the second car and use these instead? Well, quite possibly yes. So how do I ride one of these bikes? Well, we've got all 4 of these that literally arrived a couple of days ago in our Chichester store. They're available to test ride. So please get in touch with us and see if you want to have a ride. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. We'd be really grateful if you could like and subscribe to all of our content. The more likes and subscribes we have, the less chance there is of us having to go back and do a normal job. So thank you. We'd love to see you in store, or if not, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Momentum! Momentum!